That's the future. People are going to ChatGPT as a search engine. So this is why it's so important. If you're running Google ads, be careful, because if people are not going on Google anymore, well, where's your organic content? All of this is being built off organic content. This is our channel. We've been able to grow my YouTube channel to over 14 million views overall. We've had 29,000 subscribers, and this is not even more that's coming. More videos are being uploaded consistently every single day. I'll give you guys a little story. So we had one of our clients come in, and she was someone who's a mother, and she's kind of like a nerd, you could say. You know, I know that's a weird thing to say, but yeah, she's into tech, and she's a nerd into what she loves. We're all nerds. I'm a nerd into what I love doing, you know, whether that's me on the football field or whether that's me, you know, here talking about social media, personal branding. You know, we are nerds. I'm a nerd. And so she was really, really passionate about tech. And she's only one of a very few tech founders. Not many IT founders in this space are women. And so she met me, and we had amazing conversations. And I guess she saw like me as her son. She saw her son in me, which is really, really nice to say. It's really passionate to say. She saw that in me, and we had conversations, and she could just talk all day about what she loves doing. She talks all day about solving problems in the tech world, and how, we all have problems with time, and you only have 24 hours in a day, billionaires, millionaires. And I will actually do this for you guys. I'll show you a little bit of something. I'll actually go on her channel. And so she really into tech and really into solving problems and being there for people. There she is. And she just has an innate passion to solve problems in this space, innate passion to help people with their time. And so she's grown her business, right? So many customers, so many people solving problems, systems, processes in place, and she's scaled her business into $1 million valuation. She has her plan, but she's the person like, I don't want to like stand in front of the camera and speak. Like, she's been struggling really with social media side of things. You know, if we actually go here, I know we've got this other video here, which I was watching, which, talking about personal branding is quite powerful. There we go. Okay, let's move that out of the way. You can see here, she did these little videos here, like you can see 11 months ago, and it's a bit awkward. She's there with her glasses, but what do I really say? And she has a passion for what she does, and we see this so many times. So anyway, we met with her, and, through conversations, through networking, she came on our podcast. And in that podcast conversation, I got to know her story. I got to talk to her, and she told her story as a mother, what she's been through, how she grew her business, how she's been able to scale. Also, really cool business advice, chopping it up on the business side of things, and how I could also improve my business. Powerful conversation. And anyway, then it hit her, and she said, "You know what, Sugira? This is what I need. I need this. I need a way to be able to get what I love. I love tea. I love solving problems, and more people need this. I want to work with you." And the only reason I'm telling you this is because I want to go into her story, that you can start this out of nothing. Look, this is the first video on her channel. We have a 2-for-1 offer where, you come on our show, we get you out on a global stage, and then now we start your own show. We start her own podcast. And look at this. She had me as her guest, as her first guest. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that thumbnail. The reason why I'm showing you this is because I want to talk about something that everyone needs to know. This is so powerful if you know this, that you need to build a TV show around your business. What did I just say? You need to build a TV show. Look at this. What do you think this is? This is us building a TV show around her business. This is us building a TV show around her business, where she's having different people from all industries. She's in tech. She's solving problems in the tech space. She's helping people in the tech space. But what is she going to do? She's going to have different people come in, her clients come in, which is powerful, testimonials, and you're giving your clients a platform to grow their business as well. You build a TV show around your business. Take out all your selfish desires of what you're trying to achieve for your business, and what you want to convert. You build a TV show around your business. And when you do that, you're going to garner an audience. You're going to garner different people. And just by people consuming and spending time with you for 30 minutes, for an hour, is going to have a profound impact on your business over the long run, because people are going to be so inspired by the conversations. They're going to be like, what does this person do? And the more you do that, your audience will find you. Your target customers will find you. And that is incredibly powerful. Incredibly powerful. So, guys, I'm incredibly passionate about this. And I did a presentation the other day on sales and communication, how this is going to help you build your sales and communication. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have sales, you don't have a business. Plain and simple. We started this not as a business. We started this as a passion, as love, in order to build what? Build a legacy. This was all about building a legacy around what we love, around conversations, around African names, around, empowering our own people, empowering ourselves as creators, empowering our grandchildren, our ancestors. When they come and watch and study our lineage, they're going to be able to see a catalog of what we were able to build. That's how we started this. And as we started to grow the business and build a business out of it, we started to get, you need to make sales. To survive in any business, you need to make sales. And communication is a strong part of that. Me here communicating, talking is a part of that. The way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you carry yourself out to people, the people who are watching here live, is so vital. But we live in a day and age where I can do this here on this screen, and the people out there, the CEOs, the entrepreneurs who need what we have, what we serve, they're going to like the way I'm communicating. They're going to like the way I carry myself, the presentation. They can watch the content when I'm sleeping. They're watching this. And as we go to this slide, social media has broken up into interest and social graph. So the people who are interested in this, who are interested in legacy, who are interested in marketing their business, and interested in growing their business, they're going to find me. At the same time, a part of sales is me going and finding them, is our sales team going and in the trenches, door knocking, messaging people, going and doing the outreach. But our sales team's job becomes much easier, because what happens? We're going to be doing the outreach, but they already know about us. They already know our personal brand. I've just had a meeting today, and in the meeting, she already knew about me. She knew that I was an athlete. 2 meetings that I had, they all knew my story. They have so much content out there. She said something about how your dad talked about in Africa and the churches, and how the Western world, the white community, have come in to our churches in Africa. And when we look back in Africa, you look on a Sunday, for example, our churches are full. The church, are full to the brim, right? Here in Australia, in the Western world, not many people go to church as much. But the Western world is more advanced. But you'd think, with all the people going to church and all the people praying, and if we go to church the most, how comes we're suffering the most? Wouldn't we be the most advanced because we're praying and we're doing all these things? Wouldn't be the most advanced? But it's different, right? So where's the imbalance of what's happening? I know that's gone a little bit off topic, and that's a very controversial topic for another day. But the point of what I was saying was, the person I had a meeting with knew about that. She had studied, she had seen so much content into what we are and what we do, that it was not just about business. It's about topics like that, conversations like that are speaking to people's minds, that people can start to think, wait a minute, I've been going to church my whole life. Why have I been dependent on something outside of me this whole time? Again, very, very political there, but it's true. And so, one thing, if we even come back to that topic of church, of God, in the Bible, it says that you are made in the image of God. You are made in the image of likeness of God. And what that means is, when God made the world, he said, let there be light, and there was light. What does that mean? That means God created the world from nothing. This world was nothing, and God created it from nothing into something. And when it says you are made in the image of God, God has given us that same. We are made in his image. What does that mean? He has made us to be creators. We have all creativity within us. Everything you see around you was the same thing the way in Genesis God said, let there be light. Someone in their mind said, let there be an iPhone. Let there be something that we can communicate. Let there be this. And someone created it. And this was never here. Someone created it with their mind and created it into reality because you are made in the image of God. The same way God created the heaven, the moon, and the earth, and the stars, everything, the same way he gave you this power. And a lot of people are waiting for something external for them to bring out their creativity. They're waiting for someone else outside of them. But God has said, no, it's in you. I've given it to you. How does this relate to what I'm talking about? You were all meant to create. You've all created your business out of nothing from your mind into reality. But now you need to take that at a further level. You need to now create content. You need to now put out content into the marketplace. You need to use that same spirit God has given you to create digital assets that's going to help your business scale even more. You've already done the first part by creating an amazing business. You've already done that part. And some of you are in the part of in operations, but we need to get you working on your business. This is part of that. This is part of that. This is part of that legacy. This is part of that journey that you need to create content. You need to put out content. We talk about the Bible, two aspects here. King Solomon in the Bible, again, the Bible is so used well for stories, King Solomon in the Bible, don't paraphrase me here, but he wrote over 3,000 Psalms. King Solomon was one of the wisest people in the Bible. He wrote over 3,000 Psalms. So, and that was him writing. David as well. They wrote over Psalms. They were writing things, their prayers, their thoughts. What does that mean? They were creating content. There, it was scrolls. Now, how many Psalms have you written down? What does that mean? What did I say? Videos. Look how many videos I have out on my YouTube channel and more. 3,000 videos. The way King Solomon was writing 3,000 Psalms. Nothing's changed. All that's changed is technology. That same principles still relate today. You were born on this earth to create. And why a lot of people are not fulfilled in life because they're not creating enough. A lot of people are not fulfilled is because they're not getting their business out to more people. Let's go back to the churches, religion, because there's a difference between spirituality and religion. Religion, I believe, is used by fear, is used by, again, the church, for example. They're all man-made things. People made them. God never made the church. No, God is within you. God is spiritual. You have access to God every single day. Every time you were talking to God, every way you were praying, every single moment, a prayer comes within your thoughts. Your action is prayer. Your action, everything you do every single day is prayer. And so with church, Islam, whatever religion, that's also marketing. That's marketing. You've been marketed your whole life, church, this. You've been marketed these things. You never thought to do it. You've had God within you the whole time. God has been talking to you ever since you were born. Ever since you've been a child, you've had the imagination. That's God within you. But church has been marketed to you. The same way you need to market your business. You need to market your business the same way churches have marketed to you. What about that? What about that? How powerful is it? And that's very powerful. And I'm not saying anything, guys. Go to church, whatever you believe in. I applaud you and go and do that. I'm not here to bash anything. I just want to use the principle and the ethoses that have been used, that you can use as well. And so this is how we do it. This is how we do it. You want to build sales? You want to build your communication? You want to get out to more people? Market yourself. Document it like I'm doing here. Document. Get that documentation and market the shit out of your business. Like the same way you can find a Bible every single where, the same way I should be able to see your business every single where, especially when it's on the internet. Like we break up 7-11-4. That's a 7-11-4 is a structure, it's a framework used by Google. It's Dunbar did a research on what makes consumer buy from people. And it means 7 hours worth of content. So can I consume 7 hours worth of your content? Let's go back here, right? So we want to document, because if we document the pillar content, we can now extract 7 hours worth of content. I'm doing a podcast. So we go to one of the clients I showed you here. This video is 37 minutes, right? Think about how long, and the more content we'll have, the first episode here, the more content, you'll be able to consume 7 hours of her content. 7 hours of your content, that's going to make me trust you way more. Like I said, I've had meetings with people today, day full of meetings, and they already know who I am. They already know my content. They already even know about what we're doing as a company. They already know. They've seen it. They've watched it. They've consumed it. So when it's much easier for me to make a sale, it's much easier for me to message someone on LinkedIn and they're going to reply to me because I have a brand, because they've already seen so much of my content, whether they know it or not, subconsciously, they're more likely to reply. So that's the first part. And then we're going to repurpose that micro content, repurpose it, and put it out there on all platforms. Interviews, keynote speeches, like what we do with our clients who get into keynote speaking. Everything. Boom, 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 boom. Put it out there. We want to market ourselves like the way they market religion. Think about that. Very, very powerful. So once you have your pillar content, you can repurpose the best moments into pieces of micro content. You put it on LinkedIn, you put it on Snapchat, you put it on Instagram, right? You have a newsletter. You can now build a newsletter where you get people in your newsletter. You write an article, you have your pieces of content, but then you get them to watch the videos. You get them to watch the content. This is all comes back to sales and communication. You're communicating in the content, whether you have a TV show, whether you have a podcast, whether it's you talking, you're communicating there. And then the sales come in because more people are going to trust you. More people are going to relate to your brand. More people are going to be attracted by your mission, your vision, your story. So just like me today, when I have meetings, people already know who I am. If we go for the sale, I'm more likely to get that sale because they already have chosen me before they've come to me. What do I mean? Before they have come to me, they have already said, I want this person to do it. I've had so many meetings where they've already wanted me to do the job because of who I am. When I'm not in the room, they can speak about me because when that topic comes up, social media, marketing, personal branding, Sugira Rubasha media, Sugira Rubasha comes up in their mind. Family comes up in their mind. So you want to own the words in your industry and pump out as much content there. Pump out as much content. You want to, whatever words you own in your industry, you pump out content like this, you document, you have a podcast, you have a TV show, like I said, which is a podcast, you have team filming your staff, whatever, you document things within your business, keynote speeches. You're going to take that with your team. A lot of people need this implemented for them. Again, you put your comment if you need that, comment below, comment on this YouTube channel. Again, we only apply to a select few. So if you're one of the lucky few, we'll be able to implement these systems with the rest of our CEOs in your business. Then now you distribute this everywhere. You can run ads on this. You can run ads on social media through your documentation, through your content here, and you distribute across paid, organic, but your organic is very, very important. So make sure you're on there. This is for you to learn, to grow. CEO watching. I'm speaking to my YouTube audience over here. Right? So then once you have that, now we distribute this content. We distribute this content across everywhere. On all of our organic pillars. We distribute it everywhere. Distribute. Facebook, Snapchat. Again, I really like to target your audience. TikTok should be there as well. I really like to target where your audience is. As like me, LinkedIn is where my audience is. So what am I going to do? I'm going to show up on LinkedIn 100 times a day. That's where my audience is. But I'm going to be on every single platform because I want to build up so much in the algorithm that when people Google me, I had an interview with that lady, our wonderful client, family member, and when she typed in who is Sugira Rubasha on ChatGPT, it described exactly who I am to a T, to a T, to a T. It described who I am. Why? Because we were incredibly intentional. Because every time we put out content, creating macro content in our industry, how to build a personal brand, talking with under industry leaders, networking, all the things, just basically creating intellectual property around what we're already doing, creating intellectual property around the meetings that I'm having, creating intellectual property around the systems and functions in my business on how we market and how we help our clients, how we help clients get from A to B. What we do is then we now get that content by documenting it. By when I have meetings, that's all getting documented. That becomes intellectual property, right? Now, when we put that out on social media, short form content, on the long form content, on the pillar content, like we discussed on YouTube, on these platforms here. So when we do that and we put that out there, all the SEO words, all the keywords around it become structured. It gets put out into the algorithm so bad. So what does ChatGPT do, which is the search engine? ChatGPT now finds out, like it gets because you've put all that digital assets in the on the internet. ChatGPT now gets all of that information. So now when people are Googling, because that's the future, people are going to ChatGPT as a search engine. So this is why it's so important. If you're running Google ads, be careful, because if people are not going on Google anymore, well, where's your organic content? All of this is being built off organic content. So even when you do Google me, I have so much that comes up. When you chat GBT me, which is probably a new verb I just created, which if it hasn't been created, I just created that. When you chat GBT me, so much will come up. So I am everywhere. Our business is everywhere. So think about that for the next 20, 30, 40 years. Think of how powerful that is. We're going to be the solution for all CEOs, entrepreneurs, people who want to get creators, as we start to develop, as we start to acquire different businesses, as we start to build our businesses. We have so much content out in the marketplace. Even if you take out any of our platforms, we have so much content. We'll build another platform and we go. So strategical. We have so much content, so much SEO that Google, ChatGPT knows who you are. And when people are searching for my solution, we have so much infrastructure and IP that it's going to lead to so many sales, because I've communicated it, we've documented it, and we've put it out. And you can now, again, like I said, we're also out in audio. Everywhere on the audio side, we're there. So this is very, very powerful. This was a short webinar on how you can use these fundamentals and structures to grow your business. So I hope you get a lot of value out of this. I hope you learn from this, and I hope you can be inspired to create just like God did. I'll give you that quote again. You were made in the image of God. You were made in the image and likeness of God. Like it says in the Bible, you were made in the image and likeness of God. God put you on this earth to create. God gave you his creative spirit. God gave you that creativity within you. It's why, just like in the Bible, God said, let there be light. From nothing, God created the earth. The same way he gave you, and like in the Bible, it says the Holy Spirit. God gave you that spirit within you, that you don't need to go to church to access that. You don't need to go and fast and do all these things and wait for someone external to realize the greatness that you have. There's no one that's coming to save you. You can only save yourself. And I use that comparison because there's so many business owners and entrepreneurs who are stuck on the old system, just like I use that example of churches, who are stuck just like everybody else in society, who are praying and waiting for an outcome, praying, oh, God save me, God save me. I got to go here, I got to go here, God save me. And God's already looking at you like, you already have everything. What do you mean? You already have everything. I'm living within you. Go and create. Go. Pray within action. Go. You don't need a pastor to talk to you. Go. I'm within you. The same way for your business. Instead of being on word of mouth referrals, Instead of staying stuck in your geographical location, being stuck here, you already have everything within you. You already have everything. You have social media, you have distribution to be the biggest TV company in the world. You have distribution to be and compete against the biggest giants in your industry. You have it all. There's no more waiting. No one's coming to save you either. As a CEO, you will be drowned out by the people who are most visible. You will be drowned out by the people who know themselves and are getting themselves out there. That same example, the people who succeed in life, even though they may not step foot into a church building their whole lives, is because they know who they are. They know they have God living within them. They know God is in their mind. Their prayer is in action. Their prayer is in their thoughts. The same way in the Bible says Jesus turned water into wine, or water into wine. That means is you create something from your mind and you create it into reality. There's no any other species in life that can do that. And now you can create your business systems and functions, and the way you're creating problems, solving problems, what you're doing for your customers, all of that intellectual property, the way you solved problems within your creativity to solve a problem for someone else, and you're doing that for all of your customers, you can now take that as intellectual property and put that out to more people, so more people can see that and they can come and do business with you, and that's going to help you scale. And your goal as a CEO is to get yourself out of the business, working on the business, and branding, marketing, talking, building TV shows, going on other people's podcasts, creating yourself while you have the systems and you have you now have a team, you have things in your business, you have the functions in your business for the business to get all those sales and take it to the moon. I gave an example in my presentation of Patrick Bet-David, how his consultancy company, I like to post on LinkedIn, and his sales team his consultants came to message me to do business with them. I would have been closer to do business with them because I already know who he is. Patrick Bet-David never messaged me. But do you know what did message me? All of his content. All of his content that I've consumed, all of those 7 hours, 11 interactions, 4 different touch points that I've seen him all over social media, that did all the communication that I needed, that now his sales team can go in and make a sale. I've already said yes because I know the CEO, I know the founder. Even though his job is he's just podcasting and building the media, being the head and the strategy and being the visionary, but his sales team benefits off that and his company benefits off that. And over the long run, now to sell your business for millions is light work because you have such systems and functions with the marketing, especially because you've built this. We have built this media infrastructure for so many of our clients. And if you were the chosen few, we can do this for you. Instead of you having to worry about it, we can do this for you. If you are someone within the marketing team and you want to take this to your CEO and you need help, because a lot of marketing, the marketing team members, they're struggling because it's like, we don't have the content. A lot of you guys already have a marketing team. Well, if you want someone to come in and help your marketing team get your voice, your spirit, your business out there, you guys can follow me on LinkedIn, ETS Rubasha Media, go over to our website, and we are changing the game, and we can do this for you. We can implement these systems for you. This is not about me selling to you. Again, like I said, my content does the selling for us. My content gets it out to people. I just get passionate when it comes to solving my person's problem, because how many people watch this? 20,000, 40,000, however many will watch this over the next few years. There's 1% of you who will actually take action on this. And for that 1% of you, 1.001%, there's you who want this done for you. And we are the person to get you there. So I'm actually talking to you, not everyone else. I'm talking to you. Everyone else is just there to give the information so that they can take this and learn, or they can be inspired by this and take it wherever else. But for the person there who would rather put money into this instead of time, your time is just more having fun and being the face. If you would rather spend money on this than time, then you may see an alignment. And I want this to spark inspiration in you. Scan the QR code, have me on LinkedIn, connect, We'll send you our quiz, which qualifies you to see if you are at the echelon of our clients and the people we serve. And if you are, get ready to take over the game. Get ready to take over the world. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.